guys know, start asking questions about so-and-sos. Number 37 of over there, the guy from another planet. Meeting's adjourned. No warnings today. That'll be it, man. I don't want to hear about no so-and-so. I got a main event on Saturday. That's all I want to hear about.
What about your fight promotion business out here, man? Who knew that was a passion? You're putting fights together out there. Is that the
like that?
Is that
huh?
the launch of the body bag
like
brawls?
I know. New Yorkers love to fight, man. I remember coming here earlier in my career, and New Yorkers love to fight, man. So I just give them a chance to shine and shit, get their shine out.
Talk about this fight, man. There's so much mutual respect for you two guys. I mean, does that change the energy or the feeling versus other fights when you had that much respect for the other guy?
No, not at all. I'm here to do the same thing that's damage. That's turn the off button on him, make him short circuit, put him in outer orbit, because it's really for me and my family, my legacy. And the only way to separate myself from the pack is to send these people to another dimension. You know, there's only one way to do that.
You have the ability to finish fights very quickly, obviously. Would you want to do that, or is this the kind of fight that you feel like fans maybe need to see something stretched out a little bit, need to see a little bit of back and forth?
I got a lot of tools in the tool set, so I wouldn't mind displaying all of them. I wouldn't mind ending the fight quick. I don't have nothing. My mind's not set on any particular technique. It's just if it happens in the first or in the fifth, it's just to finish him is the only thing on my mind.
He seemed to be a little bit of a slow starter last time out. Are you counting on that again, or do you think now that he's kind of back in routine, maybe he'll be able to be up to speed a little quicker?
Back in routine, I also felt he started in some points quicker. Like he exchanged grappling exchanges quick to make Pettis get a little tired and violate his space. And I've been studying Mr. Diaz, you know, with Cowboy, with certain guys, maybe he doesn't get to throw in the hands right away and get to his distance right away, but he will push the pace. He will get in their face, back him up, put him up against the cage, and make it a little bit more comfortable. So I'm expecting him to start fast, especially for a guy like me that I can start fast if I need to.
How cautious, he has the most submissions from bottom in UFC history. If there's a situation where you're on top, how cautious do you have to be there?
I got to be cautious always, you know. That's one of his strong points is being off his back, landing submissions. But then again, I come from the world's best gym, and I firmly believe that. I've been saying that for years. We got animals over there on the regular, guys that nobody's ever heard of. They're just insane off their back. So I'm not too worried about me getting in trouble if I'm on top of him, especially if the strikes are loud. Is there strikes and elbows allowed in this one?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, I'll be all right.
Well, he's very famous for taking a lot of damage and being able to withstand a lot of punishment. Do you have to be careful not to go for the finish in rounds 1 and rounds 2 in case he can be there in rounds 3, 4, and 5?
That's not me, man. That wrong guy you're asking that to, man. I'm there to hurt every second of every minute and every minute of the round. And if he survives what I got to give him, my hat's off to him. You know, but there's a dog here, and when this dog gets tired, it's only going to keep biting me. I'm not going to take a step back from nobody. There's not a fight you could pull up where me getting hit or me getting tired, I'm backing away or shying away from a fight. I'm a dog. Once that cage is locked, I only know one thing, one speed, you know? So I don't take things like that into consideration.
You're a pretty calm guy, Jorge. When that whole thing happened, when Diaz, it looked like he might not be on the card, did you, for a second, think there was a possibility it wouldn't happen, or were you always confident?
Yeah, day one, I was like, it's going to happen. There's some type of weirdness going on. Then I thought maybe they screwed up somebody's lab test. Maybe this guy had too much CBD, and I don't know. You know, I started thinking they might pull the fight. The athletic commission, the anxiety hit. I had about 2 large pizzas, hot fries, soda, glass bottle though, because I'm fancy, with the real sugar from Mexico. And I've said this already before, but my dad lives with me, so he got a hold of the cavalry. The cavalry came over, took credit cards away, restrained me, and I'm good though. I'm good on weight. I'm ready to go, you know. But yeah, the anxiety was real for a couple hours. I fucked up a lot of food.
Regardless, because you sent out that tweet saying that you know that he's the cleanest guy, basically. It seemed like you wanted to fight regardless of anything that may have happened.
Yeah, I mean, I have a clinical eye for this sport. This is all I've done my whole life. I know what a cheater looks like, you know. And from a physical standpoint, from a performance standpoint, I've never thought he's on juice throughout his career. And his last performance I didn't think my buzzer didn't go off that he was on juice, so I didn't think he was on anything, you know, that he shouldn't be on.
Would you have fought someone else this weekend?
If they paid my handsome fee, for a fact, somebody else would have got baptized.
And was there someone that you were thinking of? Because it looked for a little while like maybe the fight wasn't going to happen. Was there anyone that you were thinking of that might replace it?
I was thinking like King Kong, Godzilla, one of those guys. But I was just thinking whoever they pay my fee against, as long as my fees match, it's wherever they find that you know, at that moment, be brave enough, you know, because it's 10 days notice, 8 days notice. I don't remember how many days it was exactly, but I don't expect another professional to just step up and be like, oh, me, you know. I know there's a lot of guys talking. There's some idiot talking that he would have done it. in a 7 days notice or 10 days notice when he didn't do it in 7 weeks notice for the same event. So I'm just like, you know what that's called? A clout chaser, I think the youngest call it nowadays. And those are things that upset me. Like, you just want to throw your name in the mix because was no money in the world going to make you step on that cage November 2nd. I'm not going to mention his name and make him famous, but we all know who I'm talking about.
And you talk about your legacy. What does this fight mean for your career and your legacy?
This will be the final question, then Jorge has to take over.
Sorry, guys. Dave Lockett spoke. What was the question again?
That you talk about your legacy. That you want to build your legacy. What does this fight mean for your career, and what place does it have in?
Oh, it definitely has a special place. Not because it's an MSG, not just because the BMF title, not because so many other surrounding factors make this event one of the biggest events of UFC history. It's just because the guy that I'm fighting. If I was fighting him in the parking lot, if I was fighting him in his backyard, man, it's to me, it's always the fighter, the guy that I got to cross that makes my moment. It's like, yes, you know, and it's not from a disrespectful place or nothing, but it's like a chess player that wouldn't want to play chess with somebody like me because I'm a novice, would want to challenge himself and play the best player of all time. It's the same thing. I want to fight the greatest guys of my generation and hurt them.
Jorge, can I ask one question? I just want to ask, like, I'm doing this series on masculinity, and I want to know, a lot of people have said to me that fighting is a primal instinct that all men have. Do you believe that to be true? Do you think that all men have that inside them?
Men and women.
Men and women?
It's survival. It's everything, you know. We're animals, a lot of us. Some of us more animals than others, you know. But I just feel that everybody has it in them. If you're faced with it, with that adversity, to bring it out in you, for a fact, you know. Men, women, anybody, you know. If you need to survive, if you're fighting for that last bologna sandwich, it's gonna come out of you, you know. Might not be good at it, but everybody can fight, you know.
Okay, thank you. This way.